I grew up in an African home with like a strict African mother who doesn't really believe in women's rights that much. So like I didn't really like her views. I didn't like where she came from most of the time. So, I just sat to myself one day and just thought, like I want to be able to like be different from her. Like I want to be able to support women's rights and to support women like everywhere in the world and everything like that. So, I started looking more into feminism, white feminism, black feminism, all of that. And I started to like understand it more, understand like the culture and like what women had to go through and everything else. So yeah, like I just love being a feminist. Like I love supporting women because like and embracing women, empowering women because I'm a woman. So
yeah, just being a woman for me is what really did it. Just seeing how different men and women can be treated in history, especially how many people died for it. And I don't think it's right that people went through so much to get us here and then people nowadays don't respect it.
I agree.
Yeah, especially when women don't respect it.
What it is to be a feminist is just supporting women. It's just not only supporting women, but supporting equality.
It's supporting yourself as
well. Equality.
Yeah.
Looking back 100 years ago, what women had to go through, like Emily Pankhurst and David, like what they had to go through compared to now. They didn't have the right to vote. They were treated very, very differently from men. And now that's obviously changed. Like women do work in the same job sector as men. Women do the same things as men. But like looking at it now, they don't get paid as more as men. Like if we're talking about the Time's Up movement in Hollywood, like that only began this year, around the time last year. Women are starting to get like a viewpoint. We're starting to get like a stand. Like people are starting to get more notice, and I feel like with that, it will create more opportunities for women, more of a stand for women, more of like an empowerment for women. So I think that's really important. And for our generation, people really need to come together, support each other, to be equal, because that's what it's all about. So yeah.
There are a lot of misconceptions of feminism and what women are standing for. Feminism is currently at a stage that has come so far from the previous decades and women's civil rights. However, there seems to be a misunderstanding within the Generation Z. Feminism was seen as a trend by women's communities to vent out their hatred towards men. I wanted to make this documentary to explain feminism and its interpretation.
So, can you tell me why you're here today?
We're here because, we were saying earlier about we talk a lot about this online, and this is my first march ever, but we wanted to come out and like represent in person that we want to be seen, we want to be heard, and that we respect equality and that we want equal rights to everybody.
Yeah, it just stops it all being a bit all chat. It's like really easy to tweet and Instagram, but to actually be here in person is way more powerful. So.
Yeah, women don't need my help at all, but I think it's important to be here as an ally and show that actually men can be feminists as well. I think it's really important for men to step up in this situation.
Yeah, definitely. I think also as a male as well, like you don't really see that much male coming out to stand up for us.
Yeah.
Can you tell me how important it is for men to speak up as well?
I don't think it's important for women that men stand up on their behalf, but I think it's important for men to get behind this movement and to show actually that there is a discrepancy between where women are and where women are, and men need to step up and deliver. Pleasure.
And we are here today because we think that there is still so much to do, and we believe that we have to start with girls and to empower girls to become strong women.
It's so easy to share a picture or do something on social media but you have to do more than that. You can't just feel like you've done your bit. You have to still go and do things like this.
We are not where we want to be. However, we have made such a huge amount of progress from the suffrage time. I personally think feminism has become such a big movement. Well, to have a platform and express themselves and be liberated.
Can I take a minute? You ain't never gonna see us, fool. Cause we are soldiers. We are soldiers. We are soldiers on the battlefield. We are soldiers. We are soldiers. We are soldiers on the battlefield. We're good soldiers. We're good soldiers. Feet don't fail me now. I said we're good soldiers. We're good soldiers. Feet don't fail me now.
And what do you think about feminism in this generation now?
So I think a lot happened. I mean, what we are talking about today, 100 years, there was this big achievement, but we're not there yet. There is so much to do, and I think everybody should be a feminist. We have to continue with the he for she movement because we need men to join us, and it's very, very important. If not,
either women are to be killed or women are to have the vote. / equal pay, / the right not to be touched up at work. What would you say if you were faced with that alternative? That you must either kill them or give them their citizenship? Well, there is only one answer to that alternative. There is only one way out. You must give those women the vote. I come to ask you to help win this fight. If we win it, this hardest of all fights, then to be sure, in the future, it is going to be made easier for women all over the world to win their fight when their time comes. Thank you.
Let me tell you this. The shackles that bind us, they are the same. Regardless of what you look like, regardless of what I look like, regardless of our background, because the objective of those shackles are the same, to hold us back. We shall not be moved by political indecisiveness and divisiveness. We shall not be moved by austerity. We shall not be moved by intolerance, hatred, or bigotry. We shall Rosa Parks, Maya Angelou, and so many more before us. Do you know who the world is waiting for? The world is waiting for you to come out of the shadows. The world is waiting for you to stop being a hidden figure. It is your right to challenge the decision makers of this country. It is also your right to become a opportunity. But by God, it is your responsibility to create more opportunities too. People, let's stand in unison. Let's understand this. With one resolve, 100 years on, the struggle continues. But you know what? We shall rise. Just like the phoenix rises from its ashes, we are born to rise. Just like the sun rises from the east and sets in the west, we are born to rise. Are you? Born to rise. Born to rise. We are born to rise. Okay. Let me just tell you this.
I also wanted to show women's empowerment as a society.